welcoming me onto your screens or onto your headphones, depending on how you're watching this. I'm Eddie, and this is The Rollback. And folks, today I'll be talking about Day Shift, aka Van Helsing, but with a 9 to 5? Yeah. So the synopsis for this film: a hard-working dad out to provide for his daughter is out to hunt the deadliest game in the world, vampires, under the guise of being a pool cleaner, which I guess this is an underground world. I wonder if they're going to explore it in the sequels. God, I wonder if they're going to be sequels. Night Shift, whatever. So, main cast stars Jamie Foxx playing Bud. He is obviously our titular vampire hunter. We also have one Dave Franco playing Seth, Bud's supervisor and his partner, and eventually his friend. We got Snoop Dogg in this film, a bit of an odd duck, but okay, Snoop is in this film. Snoop plays Big John, or Big. Has a solid reputation throughout the vampire hunting community, as one does. We have Natasha Bordizzo playing Heather. Nikki knows who that is. We also have one Megan Good playing Bud's ex-wife, Jocelyn. And then we have Carla Sauz playing Audrey San Fernando. So this film, it's a bit of a weird duck. It just dropped on Netflix. I like the premise. I like the idea. I like the concept of it, underground vampire hunters, basically it's their job, they get money for the fangs. It's not readily known to the public that vampires are a thing. I like the concept of that. I do also like there's some great action sequences, particularly at the very beginning where he fights a grandma and some other guy. There's also the fight sequences like in the caves. There's some good action sequences in general in this film. A lot of overkill, but I don't hate it. The comedy between Dave Franco and Jamie Foxx does kind of work, though. Dave Franco does kind of give off the vibe of an overly pent up pencil pusher. I can kind of agree with that. I like the fact that he was wearing a suit. I kind of was hoping he'd be a vampire hunter in a suit, but I digress. Also, how intricate the film is with the types of vampires. Where they go, their habitats, their nesting, their issues and whatnot. The fact that, vampires have this new drug. It's a super sunscreen that allows them to be in the public under the sun for up to 24 hours. Like, okay, I can get down with that. I kind of like that. It's also really brutal kill. Well, not a kill. Basically, they have a vampire out in the sun and he's burning, but he's not dying, but he's burning. And they kind of bury him in cement and just leave him there. Like, that's just fucked up, man. I'm just saying that's really fucked up, but that's besides the point. Terrifying kill nonetheless. Cons. This film does drag. This film does drag at a lot of points. There are long moments of talking or over exposition, or exposition but nothing to it. Could be more to this film that I feel like there could be, but sadly it does feel like it falls a bit short. That's it also, and I don't use this word lightly, but I sometimes, this feels right for it. Movie feels a bit uninspired. It's an original idea, but they don't really know what to do with it, so they just do the bare minimum to give us a Netflix quality film, which this film feels Netflix quality. It just doesn't feel like a theater film. Now that's a bad thing, but now Netflix films are kind of getting shtick for being sci-fi quality, which... yeah, it's not a good thing, man. When someone can look and say, oh yeah, that's a Netflix movie, that's not a good thing. Because again, I can see a film and be like, that's a sci-fi film, that's a Netflix film. Not a good thing, gentlemen. My influences are growing. That said, this movie feels like it could have been great, but it's not. I'm not going to go out of my way to rewatch this film. I'm glad I watched it the first time, but it was also just cannon fodder because I was off the next day from work. That said, I'm going to give this film a C+. It's not the worst film that's ever been made, but certainly could have been better. Yeah, it could have been better. Like I said, C-. Sorry, Jamie Foxx. Go back to Ray. That film was fucking solid. Go do more quality shit like that, man. Come on. Then again, that Netflix money, though. That Netflix money. That said, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of The Rollback. Please like and subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it. We're always trying to grow the channel. Go listen to our podcast. It's typically great, especially when I'm there. And, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. We'll see everybody.